Hey, what's going on? Just sent out a few, maybe get a few people in here. Just sent out a Twitter. Nick had to do an interview at 6, but I want to try to come on here real quick, talk a little bit. I'm not doing the usual longer intro. We changed a few things on here. Nick and I worked Friday. What's up, Johnny? I think Nick's interviewing your connection for us, so that's what he's doing at the moment. Let me check a couple things here. There's a chat box. I did that right. Yeah. Alrighty then. Well, we got Bitcoin just up here trading in a triangle, which I'm going to show. Go back to that 2 hour. This here. This is the bearish count, which I told you I think is a possibility. If we're bearish, what's up, Hugo? So we're trading here in the blue triangle, which I think still leads to an uptick to 7,000. And then I want to see how it acts when we come back down through a 6,500, 6,400 level. If we go up and make the 7,000 and give up 6,400, I think that's bearish. So we're just kind of watching for that. Yeah, Nick's doing an interview at 6 o'clock, probably wrapping that up here, but I wasn't going to go live. I thought, I would here a little bit. Ripple had a little bit of action. I wanted to show a couple charts. What's up, Vapid? So I just tried to clean up our presentations. We're trying to add a little bit more value here. So that's a Bitcoin. Again, if we get the 7,000, if this counts right, that means we're breaking 5,800. But I'm still not in the camp that that's for sure. I'm in the camp of leaving it open if that would happen. But, everyone's looking at Elliott Wave, etc. I don't know. I've seen Elliott Wave obviously miss a bunch of calls. So, what's up, Ravikin? If we go to Litecoin real quick, we're going to go over trading view and then we'll jump on the software. Litecoin, I know if you're bullish, you probably want to call this a leading diagonal again. Kind of like that, which would mean a breakdown to 56, 55, 56 would be a buy. And then we get a pretty big rally coming. So I think that's the bull count on Litecoin. Let me bring up a couple things here. I'm going to show the software here in a couple things. It's interesting still on the software, we're still having sell volume coming in. As you can see, I marked this here was a new low in volume while price held. And now we've actually made another new low on the OP here, while price is still holding another higher high. So we're not oversold, but it just still seems like lots of sell pressure coming in, and price is still holding. There's the Litecoin USD, same type of thing. OP is not responding to the upside yet. We got a 45 on the technometer, still neutral. So I think a sell off to 56 or so. Hopefully we can get a technometer oversold there and give us a buy signal on Litecoin again. So this would be, if you do an Elliott wave, this would be the one up. I'm looking for a 2 down. Then let's go back. This is Ripple USDT current. You know, we'd had the buy signal down there at 46. I was kind of wanting the technometer to give us a buy, which it didn't. I kind of marked a buy zone. Got close to it, but didn't reach it. The price gave us the buy at 46, and now we're just really, the OP did go to a new high on this move, so volume is coming in on Ripple. So you know, we could still be doing some type of triangle here for Ripple before we go higher. But I think Ripple's probably a pretty good project still here. Chart looks pretty good. And then we, what else we got here? Let's go bring up a few more. Not much really else to talk about. Here is I think I got a lot of charts that need loaded. Yep, those are loading off my desktop. I don't know why they're having a problem. There's XMR, Monero. I wanted to show that because at these levels, we was getting a oversold technometer. Same thing, OP hits a new low, price is holding. So Monero could get interesting here. Taj is all over XRP, looks like. So let's go back. I don't know. I'll wait till Nick's on here because our buddy's working on a new website that's getting to look extremely good here. I'm pretty excited about some news we got coming here soon. I think in a month we're going to be done with it, but we've got a lot accomplished right now. So we'll wait maybe till tomorrow night to talk about that. Let Nick get back here. Here's the Bitcoin current. You can see here again, OP is another new low today for the move. And Bitcoin really makes another new high here at 6,500. Technometer's neutral. So I think we're going to break out to the upside. And then we just got to see how it looks once it does that. Now Bitcoin USD looks a little different. Let this one load. Developers are still working on getting these things on my Amazon server with my WebSocket, etc. So when that happens, this will load quicker. This is Bitcoin USD. You can see volume much more supportive with hitting some highs here. But the technometer's up to 48.63. So I don't think that's a sell yet. Right, yeah. We got to talk about XRP while Nick's gone. So I still think these things are headed higher than. Let's bring up Here's Dash a little earlier. Mentioned down here at 184-ish, we kind of had decent numbers. I did nibble a little bit here. We're back to this 184 level. Technometer still oversold at 40, so I would think Dash could work a little bit higher. We'll see in the next couple of days how it acts. I know there's one piece of news here I thought was interesting. Professional Chicago traders serious about crypto, even as the market dwindles. So I think this is pretty good news. You've got Cumberland, a big trading firm. Everybody's really getting geared up to trade cryptos. They're saying it's not, they're not worried about the lower volume this year and lack of volatility. They're getting ready for the next 10 years. So, and Nick has been trying to get the Patreon and some of those things. We haven't really finalized anything like that. You can see we got a tip jar here. A lot of people on YouTube are using the tip jars. So I'm not a big fan of that, but I thought maybe when we get the software launched, we'll see what's up. But I think this is big news on, it's going to help when you get Cumberland and these companies in here and hedge funds. You're going to see much better volume, much better bid-ask spreads, which is important. Makes your life a lot easier trying to trade these things. So I'm happy to see them come into it here. Here's still the Wyckoff chart on Bitcoin. You can see here that this first downtrend channel we've taken out, and we've got more here to work on. It seems still to me that everyone's bearish. What's up, Jay Solomon? I'm going to give you a wrench for bringing in some news. I don't know on the target on XRP. I think it's going to go a lot higher ultimately. The software still looks friendly. If you try to throw an LA wave count on it, this could have been a 1. We might spend some time here mousing around. I think minimum we're down here at 36 on another ABC down, and that could happen. We had a little buy there, 46, 48 when this low was taken. So I think line of least resistance is higher. But if Bitcoin breaks 5,800, obviously you're going to see Ripple coming back down and checking that 35, 37 level. So I don't know if you want to go all in here, but if you bought that 46, 48, I don't know. I'm trying to also not to trade much here because I just think if the low's in on Bitcoin, we're going a lot higher now. I'm still trying to, I'm trying to lean bullish even though the charts look like there could be one more slap. So I've got a little cash maybe for a few accounts, not much. I'm trying to stay bullish for the next move higher. Thanks, Javi. Yep. Software is looking pretty good. I'm just trying to spend, more and more time with it and get more comfortable with what it's kicking out. Bitcoin Cash, USDT, 7 o'clock, so the software just moved over for a new day. Same thing here, Bitcoin Cash, we had these oversold levels. I'm trying to show exact here. This was when the technometer was first at oversold. So it would have been very easy to have bought here, which would have been early. A good $50, $60 early. It stayed completely oversold throughout this whole base. You can see OP went to a new low here. Technometer below 38, and price was holding the lows, so this would have been a very easy add here. And this was an easy add. We've had no sell signal. We got a technometer neutral. So hopefully you could have bought here and trailed stop. I think for new money, I think you got to see, for myself, I think you got to wait and see what Bitcoin does here. Like Taj says, it's kind of been a no man land. So. Let's see if I can bring up a Waves USD. I think I brought it up on the software. Let that one load. That one loaded quick. Waves actually has talked to Nick and I. We're hoping to bring them into the channel November 1. You can see here technometer was oversold here, which is a little higher than where we're at. It would have been oversold down here. Gave us a little bit of a sell up here, and really, gave us another buy signal down here 2 days ago. So there again, I would think another little run higher. I didn't see at these lows hold at 217. EOP. Like everything else, still not responding, going to a new low, versus here why price is still holding. So kind of the same pattern we're seeing a lot of these things. I know some of these charts look like maybe this is a up, and we're doing a big triangle here that maybe has ended today, or ending right now. What's up, Philippe? Bitcoin blast by 1021. So again, there's back to the Ripple chart. So I don't know on Ripple. I got a feeling you could kind of probably trade that if you're looking for a really small volatility here. Bitcoin at 6630 is kind of as high as we've been here for quite a few hours. So again, I guess I would expect the 6675 level gives away, and then we assault 68, 6820. Let's see if we get a 6,900, 7,000. And then if you're bullish, we're going to see if this 6,500 level can hold. The software was friendly down here, 61.94. Really in the face of extreme bearishness. We've had an overlapping rally, which looks bearish, but we're just going to have to see. It looks bearish, but we haven't had any selling come in yet. So I think now, I suppose, if you want to trail stop at 6,400 to try to protect a little bit to the downside. If we see 63, 6,400 again, maybe we're going to see that 5,800 level get tagged for the last shakeout. Really, that's all I got. I guess I've got this screen. I don't know if anybody really cares about a chat box being on the actual broadcast. I don't know if that's a plus or not. Let me check.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns.
I want to see if that was working. Once I get the software being updated a little quicker, then I'm going to try to go live a lot more and just go through the software for anybody. Is the plan. Litecoin I looked at briefly. I was kind of calling maybe off the lows. This is a leading diagonal triangle, which is 5 waves up overlapping. And you would see an ABC pullback somewhere into this, this low is 54 and a quarter. So somewhere 54, 55, 56. I think right now is kind of the count. It's going to be a buyer on a break. And if Bitcoin rises up to 6,900, then I think you probably could scalp a few things if you were looking to do that. As you know, I keep trying to say, I don't think you want to be in a trading mood, but I keep saying that. We've had no blast off yet. But we've seen $400 and $500 moves on Bitcoin pretty quick. If we finally do get a lift off, I think you'll see a couple $1,000s pretty quick. I still think there's a lot of institutional money coming. I think there's a lot of traditional investors coming. So I think emotionally we've taken a lot of people out of the game, but I think they all will return. So guys, that's all I really got. I'm going to get out of here. If we get any big action, I'll try to jump back on. Otherwise, I presume Nick might be posting an interview he did tonight at 6 o'clock. I'm not sure. I think that's probably the plan. And then him and I probably back here tomorrow night at 6:30. So that's all for now. And good luck, good trading. Later, preacher.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard D. Wyckoff. Anyone who is interested in the stock, option, or commodity markets is most likely to find my life and teachings to be of great interest and value. I was born November 2nd, 1873. At the age of 15, I had my first job as a stock runner on Wall Street, and by age 25, I had opened my first brokerage firm. I was one of the pioneers in the study of the tape and included volume studies in all my market operations. This volume and its intraday studies is what set me apart from the rest of the market gurus. There was a point that my buy-and-sell following was so big that it became a powerful part of the daily market. It was at this time that I became known as one of the titans of technical analysis. But all along, my lifelong endeavor was to pass on my accumulated wisdom to others. With that in mind, in 1907 I created the magazine of Wall Street. At its height, the magazine of Wall Street had over 200,000 subscribers. That's over 200,000 investors who wanted my thoughts on the current market conditions and trends. Finally, in 1931, I decided to take all my knowledge that I had learned about the stock market and create the Richard D. Wyckoff course of stock market science and technique. I was able to create something that established a new standard of practice in the public stock market operations. I did not claim any monopoly of stock market knowledge, but up to that time, no one else seemed willing to be so frank in offering to the public the most intimate knowledge of the inner workings of the stock market. The good news is that even though I created the Wyckoff Stock Market course back in 1931, the course has been maintained and updated throughout the years and is available to you today. Over 90 years later, my course is still available for investors and traders that want to learn the secrets to the stock market and can be found right now at wyckoffsmi.com.